numerology alongside lunar cycles and astrological influences to help translate all the energetics that we're experiencing collectively into something practical and tangible that you can actually taste and touch and go do something and take action in your business and in your life to make the whole grand experience that much better. So let's dive in. I'm going to give you a brief overview of the energy for the week. And for those of you who are inside the Daily Digits membership, the day-by-day forecast breakdown is already recorded, all ready to rock and roll. You guys are going to get it here right away. And inside that, I've got a few little extra things for you this time. So if you're not inside the Daily Digits membership, send me a message. I can send you the link to sign up for that. But meanwhile, let's talk about what this energy is. I can't believe we're already in the middle of March. Like, what the fuck? What is happening? Time is going by way faster. So we are still in Mercury retrograde. We've just come off the tail end of that lunar eclipse in Virgo and all the things. And now we're kind of at this tail end, the middle tail end of Mercury retrograde. Now, Mercury retrograde in Pisces is stirring up all things relationship. So if you have been battling with your significant other more than usual, hi Mercury retrograde. If you have realized that maybe something in your current relationship, whether it's your significant other or a friendship or a business partner, isn't quite right, Mercury retrograde is giving us the opportunity to really reflect on that and recalibrate to what it is that we do want. It doesn't mean that the relationship needs to come to an end. It just means that things need to pivot in some way so that boundaries are maintained. You are both happy in the relationship. Things are trucking along the way that we want them to. So Mercury retrograde is never a moment of punishment, although sometimes it can feel that way. But it's really just an opportunity to just take a step back and look at the bigger picture for a moment and go, oh, yeah, I've just kind of been letting that slide and now I don't want to anymore. And so it's an opportunity to adjust as necessary. Kendra, your mother. Yeah, well. Okay, so this year, I'm going to talk about the year, I'm going to talk about the month, and then I'm going to give you a summary of the week so that you can figure out what to do in your business and your life all next week. So this year, 2026, carries the energy of the one. This one energy is really about taking all the wisdom that you've learned, that you've embodied, that you've this identity of you, and stripping back the layers that aren't you, and then stepping forward into the next 9-year cycle. And that, in case you didn't notice, has felt a little wonky to a lot of us. And even if you look at world events right now, feels a little wonky. Yes, there's a lot going on that doesn't make sense, that we're trying to make sense of. Our brains really want to make sense of, but can't. And we're in this place of, what do I really want? And some of you might know, and some of you might not know, and both are okay. You don't necessarily need to know any of it yet. Nor do you need to know all the steps or the how or anything. Maybe you've got some sort of desire in mind or a goal in mind, but you're like, I just don't even know what steps to take to get there. And so it feels a little bit foggy right now, and that's okay. I promise you this energy is going to shift. So as we lean into this one energy, it's an opportunity for us to be very curious, to explore like you're brand new to the world, right? To go try new things, to experiment, to lean into things that maybe you wouldn't have done as a past version of you, but now you're like, you know what? I'm going to give this a shot. As example, I am currently learning Spanish. I'm on like a 57-day streak in Duolingo or something. I don't know, small brag there. I've set a financial goal that I have never gone after before. There's lots of things that I'm doing that are different. Now, it doesn't mean that I've had to tear it all down and start over and like fuck what I was doing for the last 9 years. It means I've carried the wisdom of what I learned over the last 9 years in business, and I'm now moving that forward with new identity, with new leadership, with new authority, with new conviction, because the way we did things before aren't going to work as we move forward. So that one energy year is the beginning of something new. And just like, if you've ever driven your car in a snowstorm or in the fog, you can only see so far ahead of you, but you keep driving most of the time. Depends on the level of fog, but this analogy is not working. But as you're driving, the road lights up a little bit more and a little bit more, and you just keep driving and the road lights up in front of you. That's the energy that we're experiencing right now. So if I could give you any piece of advice, just keep moving forward. Because that's literally what the one wants us to do. Take action, even if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Okay? Now, we are shifting into a full new decade. I talked about this, but it may feel like I don't really know what this looks like. So just take actions that you know and trust that you're going to figure it all out as you go. Remaining stagnant is one of the worst things you can do. So don't stay stuck. Do something. Okay. Now, this month, the month of March, carries the energy of the 4. The 4 is a very physical number, and it is very grounded, and it is very foundational. It wants structure. It wants to know, give me the step by step by step. It is also very productive, and it is the get shit done number. I like to refer to the 4 as the Clydesdale of getting shit done. Now, I am a ruling number 4. I literally had a business called Get Shit Done when I first started as an entrepreneur. So it's really like just getting shit done, being productive, but also recognizing that getting shit done doesn't mean doing all the busy work and checking stuff off the to-do list and blah, 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 and like, oh, okay, I got it all done, and then feeling exhausted at the end of the day. Ask me how I know. This is more about working efficiently. Not trying to control, not trying to do it all, but really being aware of the right moves. What is it for you that you know moves the needle? So for example, posting content, right? We all know we need to post content every single day. We need to be visible. We need to be sharing. We need to be selling our offers. But how many of you get into your office and you're like, okay, I'm going to create content. I don't know what to say, right? So having structures and systems around creating content so that you're not flying by the seat of your pants every day. Or how many of you, you're like, I'm going to create a piece of content today. I've got the best idea ever. And then you go and do 12 million other things to distract yourself and procrastinate from actually creating the content. Well, I'll post the content after I empty the dishwasher, do the laundry, and clean the house. Ask me how I know that move. So this is really about making sure that you're not just doing busy work to keep you distracted from doing the thing that matters, but also making sure that you're doing the thing that matters and not a bunch of stupid shit that you don't need to be doing. Welcome to the 4. On top of that, we layer on the Mercury retrograde, which is stirring up all things relationship, but it's also stirring up all things purpose. Pisces, Mercury retrograde is in Pisces right now. I'm a Pisces as well, and Pisces is very much intuitive. It's foggy. It's like, I know, but I don't know how to explain that, how I know. I just know. I don't know how to put words to it. It's very much about feelings. So if you're somebody who doesn't like to feel your feelings, the 4 energy is going to demand that you feel your feelings, because if you don't, your body will start screaming at you. The 4 energy is this grounded, structured energy that is very physical. Your body is going to speak to you very, very loudly. And if you're not listening to that, guess what? You get sick, you have health problems, all of a sudden you get a pain in your shoulder, and you're like, where the fuck did that come from? I didn't even do anything. Pay attention to the messages that your body is giving you. Okay, now let's go into the week by week breakdown. And yes, if you are here live with me until the end, I will be pulling cards for those of you who ask. So the weekly energy, we've got this beginning of the week energy that is very much about collaboration and connection and putting yourself in spaces where you know the people in that room are going to be supportive for you. So it's ultimately about connecting with the right people, not just any people, but also being willing to take up space in that room. So this is whether it's a physical space in your local community or online, if you're in masterminds or memberships. Go take up space. Hi, my name is, and I do this, right? And your brain, your ego might be like, oh, but I don't want to take up space. I don't want to say something that other people might be offended. I don't want to say something where nobody else is saying anything. So why should I? Like, your ego is going to do all sorts of things with that. But ultimately, you can't do this business online or in person if you don't have relationships. And so this is prime energy for developing and creating new relationships, but also nurturing current relationships and really tapping into that collaborative type energy. Now, in the middle of the week, we do have a shift of energy. We've been walking through Spades energy that is very much about the internal, the ambition, the desires, the what is it that I really want to do, following our intuition, a little bit foggy, and then midweek, bam, we are into getting shit done. We hit Diamond's energy that is all about the physical. It's all about our values, what we believe to be true in the world, what we see in our physical environment. So now your body's going to be talking Diamond's energy, go ham. This Diamond's energy, because it's in Mercury retrograde, has this flavor to it that is very much about your self-worth and being willing to go after what you want despite the inner dialogue of societal pressure, parental programming, generational programming, past life, all that stuff. Your ego is going to be like, but it's too much. Who am I to ask for that? Well, there's people that are really suffering in the world, so I shouldn't go after a big goal like that. Fuck that, right? If you're not going after your dreams, what example are you setting for the rest of the world to be able to go after theirs? So this energy is really going to challenge you around what's possible, what is not only what's possible, but what feels like a stretch to you. So when you decide, okay, like say it's a financial goal, just for an example, and you decide, I'm going to go after this, and you go, yeah, okay, that feels good. Double it. Because it's got to feel like, oh, I don't know about that. That's when you know that you've gone for the right amount. Okay. Same thing with, physical, whatever it is. If you decide that you want to buy a new car, do you get the one with all the basic features, or do you get the hot rod? Like, which one do you really, really want? And leaning into that and knowing that you are worthy of it. The fact that you are breathing right now means you're worthy. Period. No question. Okay. As we move towards the end of the week, there's a big opportunity for creative expression at the end of the week, and also of receiving. So pay attention to how you receive compliments. Somebody gives you a gift. What do? Oh, no, you didn't need to do that. Oh, shucks, no, I can't accept that. Or do you simply say, oh my God, thank you. I appreciate that. How do you go about receiving? When you receive payment from a client, what's your first instinct? Well, now I gotta go pay bills. Or, yay, I got paid. Oh my God. Or do you just go, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm so grateful that I get to support this client. How do you receive? Just pay attention to that towards the end of the week. So big week. Lots of energy shifting. Mercury retrograde closes on the 19th. It's coming, I promise you. In the meantime, lots of compassion and love and self-care and feeling your feelings. You got to do that. All right.